Early in the morning,
What's going on, people? It's your boy Cam Topical Juice, and wow. This was an interesting episode, and you lot already know who I'm going to give donut of the day to, but we'll get into that later. Like the video for me, hit the bell to be notified for me, press that subscribe button. Come on guys, we're nearly at 40k, I'm so close to getting it. Road to 50k, you know the vibes. Merchandise in the description below. Cool, let's go. First things first, I've got to say, Zara read my mind today. All I could think about when it came to Tom was that he needs a brand new shiny toy. He often uses words like sexual attraction and chemistry, like that's the way he thinks. He's not serious, guys. He's nothing but a flirt and he ain't serious. He just wants shiny new toys. And Zara said exactly what I was thinking, what I even wrote down in my notes. She said it flat out and I thought, Zara, you're on one. We're on the same frequency. Anyway, so the episode starts off with Zara, Jessie and Lana speaking. And basically, I'm not gonna lie here, I turned on Love Island about 4 minutes past 9. So I actually missed the initial part of the conversation, so forgive me. But from what I understand is that she was frustrated with Tom's mixed signals and had a problem with Tom picking her body, Olivia's face and Lana's personality or whatever. I understand why Zara is frustrated with that. Obviously, it's mainly because it's Liv. Now, don't get me wrong. When it comes to Zara and Tom, they both could do better. And what I mean by that is, even though Tom is clearly the flirt, clearly the one with the mixed signals, blah, 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 clearly the one who just doesn't care about them romantically, just wants to fuck them basically. What Liv needs to do better with, what Zara needs to do better with is like, if she's this bad bee, this boss bitch, don't let Tom's, like a soft Tom finesse you and get you worked up, do better innit, like pattern up. You know what I'm saying, be a boss. It's just Tom, it's just dweeby Tom. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't dislike Tom. Yeah, he's demonstrating a lot of player traits right now, but I don't hate the guy. But don't let someone like Tom keep making you feel the type of way, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, Tom's just not feeling it. And I didn't like how he kept using this word like wake up call, wake up call. It's not like she's a psycho. Yeah, she does too much now and then. Yeah, she can be quite a lot and be, I don't know, just a handful, shall we say. It's not like a wake up call, like you're free of her, like she's just a menace and somehow you realize, like, you never really wanted to pursue it anyway, to be honest. Like, when you were faced with Liv and Zara, the only reason you pursued Zara is because you were more attracted to her at the time. And even Liv knows she was second best, hence why she wants you to grovel. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, they're not feeling it. They basically mutually decide to call it off, but I'll get to that in a sec. So the newbies and Tanya speak, and basically, is it Spencer? He's get him off my screen with immediate effect. ASAP, I'm bored of him, done. So he basically clocks that Liv ain't interested in him and she's interested in Tom. Well, you can all see that. Stevie Wonder can see that. Now, while that's going on, Lana basically spills the beans to the rest of the group, like, you should probably speak to Zara and rah. And Liv's face, when you could hear her, I don't know if you clocked it, she goes, well, you are attracted to me though. Like, she's so arrogant when it comes to the her and Zara dynamic. But listen, they both would be. Zara was arrogant when she thought she won. Liv's gonna be arrogant when now she's won, even though she's lost. And we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that because the maddest thing is there's no winners here when it comes to Tom. He's nothing but a flirt and he knows exactly what he's doing. Every girl in the villa can clock it. Every girl's like, why, you know what you're doing? Like, the intense stares, in fact, I've even quoted how many times he's flirted in the episode, the things he says. I'm gonna read the quotes out shortly. Now, Jessie and Will speak, and she basically says how she got a bit of an ick from what he did in the game. Now, I couldn't really remember what he did in the game, but I think it was, damn, Maya Jama be looking. Damn, she fine, man. I hate to turn the channel because she distracted me, boy. But anyway, what did he do in the game again? Oh yeah, something about a balloon, and then he like flipped her over and started doing some thrust. I can't remember, some cringy activity. And I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I remember when he did it at the time on Friday. I did think, I did think, what the hell? Again, I can't remember what he did, but I did think that's a bit weird. Now, a lot of people think Will gave her the ick time ago anyway, but I don't know. I think she genuinely was kind of like jealous and a bit grossed out because she has low-key feelings for him, but we all know it won't take that much. Deep down, she probably fancies Tom and Kai, I reckon, slyly. He basically says he's a bit of a showman, whatever. Then this is where we see the downfall of Tom, yeah? Tom and Ellie speak, and he basically says, I'm glad you picked me. Straight off the rip, straight off the cuff. He's the one talking about, oh, you're trouble. Bro, you're trouble, off the rip. I'm glad you picked me. And then he goes, did you want to have an isolated kiss with me? Again, these are things that you're flirting, bro. You're literally flirting. Like, we can also, you're not sharp, like you're not slick, and I'm sure I will get to know you. Come on, bro. Like, I'm literally quoting what this guy's saying. Afterwards, you just see Zara and Tom have this weird energy, and this is what I wrote down here. This is when I said, my summary of them is Tom isn't interested and just wants a shiny new toy, and Zara is too attached and not giving off boss bitch vibes. She's letting a low-level player get to her, and it's not cool. Tanya and Shaq basically have kissed every single night, by the way, in the covers, and not one night has passed and they haven't got intimate. They have to be the front runners to win the show. My early prediction was Ron and Lana. I didn't predict how Ron's PR would plummet, and I didn't predict how Shaq's PR would go up. Very happy, man. I'm very, very happy. Obviously, they have to be the winners so far. I mean, they've been the strongest couple from the jump. They're nothing but peace. They have to win. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's my new call, my new shout. The next day comes around and they're just giving feedback. Zara says that her and Tom just ain't compatible. Tom says they probably won't work on the outside, starts using that wake-up call shtick that I didn't like earlier. Blah, 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 blah. Ron's basically saying how he regrets his communication with Lana and how he's still got a grovel. Then Liv and Spencer basically talking. This guy is a side man, bro. He's a side man. Like, I've never seen the guy smile. I've never seen the inflection in his voice change. Like, the guy's boring. Like, bro, he could probably go down there as one of the worst Love Island contestants I've ever seen. Like, that might sound harsh, but it's just because he's offering nothing as, like, even as a human being, like, personality-wise, like, no offense, like. At least he tells her straight, listen, you're probably still hung up on Tom. She agrees and says, listen, you're first reserve. If I don't really make it with Tom, you can be my next, you know what I'm saying? Side man, cuck. He's going outside and he ain't gonna be able to connect with no one else. He'll get dumped off the island very soon. Ellie pulls Tom. And I thought this was the weirdest part of the episode because she basically starts talking to Will. She pulls Will in front of Jesse and then starts talking about how her and Tom are compatible. And then Will starts talking about how him and Jesse haven't had a test. But like, what was the point in that chat? And then because he even says, oh, like Jesse, she was a bit annoyed at the game, and she's like, oh, what does she think that we're flirting? Like, why did you put? Sorry, I don't understand. Why did you pull Will in front of Jesse to cause tension for what? I didn't really understand that. If you're just friends, that just came across as weird. Why don't you just sit down and join them and just talk as a collective? That was a weird scene there still. And then Will, bro, humble yourself real quick, bro. Do it with immediate effects, bro. A man's talking about, yeah, me and Jesse haven't really had a test. What are you talking about? You better count your lucky stars you're with Jesse, big man. You better, alhamdulillah, you better pray. You better, no matter whatever your religion is, you better pray. Because, brother, what are you talking about test? You don't want no test. Because if there's a test, you will lose real quick, bro. that funny showman act won't last. Humble yourself, Speedy. Tom and Ellie speak again, and he basically, this is where I have to give him donut of the day. I'm giving him donut of the day for everything he's done this episode in terms of the flirting, the gameplay, and the kind of the fake ignorance, the pretending to be naive. We know you're a flirt. You know you're a flirt. You know what you're doing with the eye contact. You know what you're doing with the timing of the eye contact. You know what I'm saying? With the talking about, oh, I haven't been on the terrace before, and then staring into her eyes as she says that. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're calculated. I get it. I know the game as well, bro. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But where I have to give him donut of the day is when he starts talking to Ellie. This is before he's had the conversation with Zara. He talks to everyone else in the villa about Zara, besides Zara. He's woofing about, oh yeah, you know, on the outside we wouldn't work, and he just talks to every other girl about him and Zara's dynamic, apart from Zara. And I have to give you donut of the day for that. It's beta moves. He really demonstrates a lot of beta moves. Early in his Love Island journey, he wasn't having no balls, he wasn't putting his foot down. Now he's just talking about his own relationship with other girls. This is wet, man. It's moist, like, and I just don't respect it. Donut of the day. Then Tom and Zara finally speak in the next scene, and basically she just says how there's no coming back from choosing to live. Whatever. Both clearly knew it was fizzling out. They hug it out. I think she's just irked basically mainly that he's gonna go back to live now, because, you know what I'm saying, there's more friction between them. So the new girl, Samie, comes in, and she's 22 years old, from North London. You can tell from her accent straight away. She's very confident, self-assured. She's got that real North London kind of, or she's got that London kind of assurance, that assertiveness. She's pretty as well, very pretty. She's got a beautiful smile. I like her nose as well. I don't know why. And Zara points out, bang on, as soon as something comes, new shiny toy, boys are into it, and Tom's into it. And that's exactly what I said earlier in the episode. She talks about how she likes ambition, funny, blah, blah, blah. The girls are a bit intimidated, and they're all trying to hype each other up as well. Tanyel's giving speeches, Olivia's trying to give speeches. You're all confident, blah, blah, blah. Kai and Samie speak. Kai's interested, obviously. Tanyel didn't like hearing that later in the episode. Tom pulls Liv for a chat. Now, this is where, oh God, Liv. Do you know what's mad, yeah? As much as Liv gets on my tits, this episode, I did low-key feel for her. When I say low-key feel for her, I mean like 3%. 97% I still don't give a fuck. But, you know, she got the man back that she wanted, right? And she even had the composure and the confidence to kind of suggest that he grafts. Like, does she not know who this guy is and the flirt he is? She had almost the audacity to expect him to graft. You know, just a bit of work. And I rate that confidence from her. I really do. I ain't gonna lie, I do. I'll give her credit for that. I respect that. Even when you know you want him, you know you're happy he's come back, you still kind of make him work for it. I respect that. But she's gone out sad. I felt a little bit bad. And Tom needs to go where? In the bin. Because boy, you know what I'm talking about right here. Because basically, Liv gets gassed, right? And then goes downstairs, having had a chat with Tom. They've had a nice little chat. She thinks the door's open. He's like, yeah, you know, is it sexual attraction? Again, it's sexual attraction word. Like, is it sexual attraction or is it something deeper? Blah, 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 blah. Clearly, it's just sexual attraction with this guy. So she's feeding back to the girls now, like, yeah, I'm kind of gassed, rah, rah. And all while this is happening, minutes after their chat, he's now gone upstairs to the terrace with Ellie. And they start flirting. She's saying, you're a flirt, you know, you're staring into my soul. She's kind of intimidated by him in the sense that he knows exactly what he's doing with his intenseness and his intensity, and you know she's loving it obviously, but she, you know, she's talking about gym, and it's like a back and forth flirtiness. You know, she's talking about, oh, I wish I would have picked up a dumbbell, but I didn't want to sweat or something like that. And he's like, oh yeah, you should have done or something like that. And she's like, oh yeah, next time I will. You know, he's like, yeah, make sure you wear like a sexy gym outfit or something like that. And she's like, yeah, only for you. And then they're looking at each other and you're thinking, is he about to? And then they get it on. It's gonna kick off. I wish they would have showed a preview for tomorrow's episode, but all we know is it's gonna kick off because when she inevitably, I mean, they're talking about secret, and he's so relaxed and laissez-faire about things. But when she feeds back to someone and that feeds back to someone else and that goes to someone else, it's done. As in, I mean, it's not like it was ever gonna go nowhere anyway. But as in, I cannot wait for that episode. That is gonna be a blowout. Zara's gonna be loving it. But did you know what's gonna happen? Zara and Olivia, they're both gonna clock. Tom ain't shit. Do you know what I'm saying? So just keep it stepping. Respect yourselves more. Don't be letting this guy kind of finesse you like this and get you so worked up if you're this bossy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's the end of the episode. Let me know your thoughts, man, and I'll see you lot soon. What the hell do I know, mate? I'm just a man in his 20s. Peace.